Somebody will go on YouTube and say, "You left your robe up there. You shouldn't be leaving your robe up there." Well, what can I say? Sometimes I forget to put the robe away before I start doing the video, and I'm only going to be on camera for another 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So how's everybody doing? You'll be seeing this 8:30 on Thursday later today. I'm recording it at 4:22. Starting to record it at 4:22, so this will go past the 5 o'clock hour for me. Uh, you'll be seeing Minnesota and Chicago before you see this, and that was a that was one of the better games I've had all year. That was a heartbreaker for the Bears, but I'm not going to spoil it for you, although I think I just did. In the real world, you got the Thursday night game this week. You got who's playing tonight? Oh yes, it's the Patriots and the Rams. As I line up my soldiers for this next hour, and by that I mean I grab paper towel in case my nose starts running, and I have a Coke in here in front of me, which I really shouldn't be drinking at nearly 50 years of age, but I do anyway. A minute and 38 seconds before we get started here. Not much going on in the sports world other than the Thursday night game. Michigan and Ohio State got canceled, their traditional rivalry game, which they would normally do Thanksgiving weekend, but because the Big Ten and the Pac-10 are trying to get as many games in as possible, and then the week before Christmas they're going to do the championship games, even though they're going to have bowl games on the 19th. It's kind of like in the early days of the NCAA basketball tournament. You would have first round games in the NCAAs, like because there were only like about 25 teams, and they'd be on the same day as say the ACC tournament, and they would say, okay, whoever wins the ACC tournament, you get a bye into the round of 16. Because back then they had less than 32 teams, and you pretty much had to win your conference to enter the tournament. And that's how UCLA dominated because the only other teams they had to play were the other division champs. And then their reign got ended by North Carolina State in '74 and David Thompson. So it didn't work out well for them in the end. Okay, folks, we're getting near the end, so I'm going to show you the clock and I am going to prepare my slides. Hoping for another good hour with you here, or thereabouts. 3, 2, 1. Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims proudly presents HTFL football. It's Las Vegas. It's San Diego in San Diego. Las Vegas is the team of vagabonds because we don't have any Las Vegas Raiders in the historical collection yet. They get the scraps from everybody else, but it's been working out well for Las Vegas. They're 7-7. San Diego is also 7-7, 7-7. They are the Chargers. Before and after they left Los Angeles. They left Los Angeles in 1960. They played in San Diego in '61, and they eventually moved back to Los Angeles. So the games in San Diego should be nice weather in San Diego this time of year. 77 degrees. A 5 to 15 mile an hour wind at Qualcomm Stadium. I will control San Diego. And this game is going to help decide who makes the playoffs out west, but it also might have no bearing at all. Uh, because if Denver loses to San Francisco tomorrow night, we'll do that game. They'll be 8-7. You could have a three-way tie at 8-7, and you could have at least the loser of this game be 7-8. San Diego won the toss and will receive. It's the Ironmen against the Chargers. LaMonica back at quarterback against Phil Rivers. And John Gruden up against Don Coryell. So Gruden likes what he sees out of the Mad Bomber LaMonica and has been sticking with him in favor of John Brody. It is Sproles, Duncan, and Anderson back deep for San Diego in the blue. Las Vegas in the Oakland Raider white. And we're underway. It's Sproles with a nice return past the 30. Past midfield. Can he go the distance? Touchdown right off the bat for San Diego. Sproles went 96 yards to the house. And just like that, we have San Diego on the board. Your point after try by Kading will be good, and it's 7-0. And I didn't even get to introduce the San Diego and Vegas lineups. So we'll still have time to do that. It is Kaufman, Prokop, and Perkins back deep for Los Angeles. Not for Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and this will be a touchback. The lineup for Vegas, Tyler and Coleman, Wendell Tyler and Mickey Coleman are your beginning line running backs. Keyshawn Johnson, Donald Driver are your wideouts. Ertz, the tight end. LaMonica quarterbacking. Kennard, Hara, Flanagan, Scabelli, and Ruby are going to be your offensive linemen. For San Diego, it's O'Neal, Williams, Ladd, and Johnson. Your front four, Seau, Allen, and Phillips, your linebackers. Cromartie, Bird, Weddle, and Harrison, your defensive backfield. Why did I say offensive line for? Okay, first to 10 at the 20. Here's LaMonica, the Mad Barmer, out of Notre Dame, going to Zach Ertz, and that is an incompletion. And we'll take a look at how Vegas has been doing as of recent. So, benching Brody and putting in LaMonica seems to have been a coaching decision. Last week, you might remember that Washington beat Las Vegas 38-24, and Vegas has been in some shootouts. They are 5th in points. Defensively, they are 27th in points surrendered. So you take a look at them and how they have done in this first HTFL season. Of course, in future seasons, they will start getting Las Vegas players, and the vagabonds will be fewer and farther between. As I suppress a cough, 2nd and 10 at the 20. There I am. Complete to Donald Driver, a gain of 19. LaMonica 363, so he didn't do poorly against the Redskins last week. Had 3 touchdown throws. It's 1st and 10 at the 39. This is Wendell Tyler, who gains 3. 2nd and 7 and 42. Tyler played with the 49ers and Rams and was a instrumental difference in the 49ers win over the Dolphins in Super Bowl 19. 2nd and 7 at the 42. This is Tyler again. He will shorten the distance for a first down by 4 yards. Seau on the tackle for San Diego. It's 3rd and 3 at the 46. Tyler, fumble. Recovered by LaMonica, who's Johnny on the spot there. The play gains a yard. It's 4th and 2. I'll watch for the fake punt. And we're going to let it roll and hope it's a touchback. Which it is not. It is fair caught at the 6. It was just caught at the 6. Fuller did try to advance and lost 3 yards. The punt went 47, so the net will be 50. And San Diego takes over again, 11:47. Left to go. If you missed it, San Diego scored on a Sproles kick return for a touchdown. So this is actually their first offensive series. It's Tomlinson on the dive, 1st and 10. Try to get him a little running room there. A gain of 4. Let's set the San Diego lineup because I just remembered I couldn't do it on San Diego's first touch of the ball. It's Tomlinson and Young, Allworth and Martin. Gates is the tight end. Rivers quarterbacking out of North Carolina State. Mix, Wilkerson, Hardwick, Sweeney, and Washington, your front 5 offensive line. For Vegas, you got Townsend, Biggs, Bruiser, Kennard, who I'm sure will be heavily recruited by New York to join their team season 2, and Houston Antwine. That's your front 4. It is Harvey, Bonacani, and Addison, your linebackers. Asamuga, Dishman, Durson, and Ray are your defensive backs. And let's see how San Diego has done. And that's not the correct page to see that. There you go. San Diego has won 2 in a row, 36-21 over Arizona, 48-24, a shocking win over Kansas City. 2nd and 6 at the 7. We're going to go Young on a dive. Just keep it simple. 2nd and 6. Young's got the first down and into the secondary, a pickup of 10. He was injured on the play. Out for the game. Gary Anderson. That is not the Gary Anderson. That is Gary Anderson, the kicker. I'm thinking of Gary Anderson out of Arkansas, who I remember playing for the Tampa Bay Bandits. He enters the game. Trap left Tomlinson. Gary also played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at one time. No gain. Tomlinson tackled by Buonacani. And it's 2nd and 10 at the 17. We're going to go Allworth, Bambi on a medium slant. With the defensive backfield full of 8s and 9s, the passing game should have success. Allworth brings that slant in for a gain of 16, and it is now 1st and 10 at the 33. So we've set the lineups. Trap right, Tomlinson. And Tomlinson into the secondary, a pickup of 12. Townsend, who was one of the defensive ends, was injured and shook it off. Now a 1st and 10 at the 45. We're going to stretch it with Gary Anderson, the running back, not the kicker that was most known for playing for Pittsburgh and Minnesota. Gain of 5 yards. Asamuga with the tackle. 2nd and 5. The ball now at midfield. They'll keep with the run. They'll go to Tomlinson again. Since Tomlinson doing good between the tackles, they're just going to keep that going. A gain of 2. 3rd and 3. Man in motion. Gates will be the intended receiver here on a short hitch pass. Now, Las Vegas playing tight, so we're going to try to go over them. Anthony Miller on the medium fly. And that's over Miller's head, incomplete, setting up 4th and 3 from the Vegas 48. So we'll just try to pin Vegas deep. Paul McGuire in the game, who could also play defense. Out of bounds at the 9. A nice punt by Paul, 39 yards. And Vegas takes over at their own 9. We have 7:02 left. In the opening quarter, it is 7-0 Chargers. Both teams coming in 7-7. A win here would help the playoff hopes tremendously for either team. And whoever loses might not be eliminated. It'll all depend on the Denver-San Francisco game. If Denver wins, they knock out whoever the loser of this game is. 1st and 10 at the 9. You got Denver, Seattle, San Diego, and Las Vegas in a chase for that last wild card spot. San Francisco, Kansas City, and Los Angeles have pretty much already locked up their spots. That's a 4-yard gain for Colmer. Allen on the tackle. 2nd and 6 at the 13. Completed the driver, Donald Driver, with another big catch, 21 yards. He's now at 2 catches for 40. A 1st and 10 at the 34. Colmer, gain of 3.
Holding, offense, number 86, 10-yard penalty.
Zach Ertz called for offensive holding, so back up the Ironmen 10. 1st and 20 at the 24. I would say that the Ironmen and the Maroons of St. Louis have been the surprise teams this year. Plaxico Burress goes in as the 3rd wide receiver, so let's set the lineup here in terms of the receiver core. Burress is the left split end, Keyshawn in the slot, and Donald Driver on the right split end side. 2nd and 20 at the 24. LaMonica looked for Driver, but incomplete. LaMonica has started 2 of 5 for 40 yards. 3rd and 20 at the 24. This is LaMonica to Tyler, but that's going to be way short of the first down. He needed 20. He only got 5. So Ray Guy in the punt. See a lot of Raiders on this Ironman team of old. Played for Oakland, but
holding, receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
Allen called for holding on the return, moving San Diego back to the 22. 1st and 10 from there. Because San Francisco and Oakland share the Gold Raiders. So that left probably some players who did not make the San Francisco team available for this amalgamation in Vegas. Tomlinson a dive, 1st and 10. Only score we have had was a Darren Sproles kickoff return on the very first play for a touchdown. 2nd and 9. Slant to Allworth. A throw incomplete. He was well covered. And Addison may have arrived early, but the officials keep the flags in the pocket. Now a 3rd and 9. We're going to go Tomlinson on the screen because we haven't done that yet. And Tomlinson got open, and he got the first down, a pickup of 12. Dishman makes the tackle for Vegas. A 1st and 10. Sweep it left to LaDamian. Tomlinson picks up 11 more. He is at 6 carries and 30 yards now. He had 187 last week against Kansas City. Las Vegas only has 110. That's Bruiser Kennard. And he also plays offense, so San Diego would be wise to try the perimeter running game and just go to the outside as much as they can. This is going to be a sweep to Tomlinson, 1st and 10 at the 46. He picks up 3 yards. Kennard makes the tackle. 2nd and 7 at the 49. Martin, medium cross. And an incompletion. Rivers has started 2 of 5 for 20 yards even. Or 28, I'm sorry. And for Vegas, LaMonica is now 3 of 6 for 45. A 3rd and 7, the look to Bambi on the slant. Incomplete. Ball got there before Allworth could get there. And again, San Diego will punt. And McGuire's just going to boom it. Hope it lands inside the 20, which it did. Parker caught it at the 3, returned it 3. The punt went 48. A 3-yard return makes it a net of 45. 7-0 in favor of San Diego. That opening kickoff remains the only score. 1st and 10 at the 6. LaMonica to throw, incomplete. Tried to dump it to Wendell Tyler, but it fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 6. LaMonica completed to Ertz for a gain of 11. Of course, Ertz was the hero or one of the players on the Eagles team that won Super Bowl 52 against the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 17 was the first time since 1960 Philly had won the title. Colmer catches that for 9. That does it for the first quarter. We are at 7-0 in favor of San Diego Superchargers. 77 yards is what Vegas has on 13 plays. San Diego at 76 on 15. So a very close game in terms of the stats. 2nd and 1 at the 26. This is a give to Colmer. Colmer could not get to the first down marker. Phillips made the tackle. San Diego has a defense that's I guess you could say they are weak at places, but your best player on the San Diego defense is Junior Seau, who's the outside linebacker. 1st and 10 at the 3rd and 1 at the 26. LaMonica to Ertz, and Ertz has running room. Pick up a 32. Weddle on the stop. 1st and 10 now at the San Diego 42 with 14:10 left in the half. Colmer looked like he got the first, but he didn't. Just short of the first. Bird makes the tackle for the Chargers, the Bolts. 2nd and inches at the 32. Of course, the Vegas Raiders are in playoff contention in the real-life world of 2020. Ernie Ladd out for the game on an injury. Kelcher will replace him, Louis Kelcher. You see him there at SMU. 1st and 10 at the 30. I guess Ladd will have to go stuff feathers down the throat of Chief Jay Strongbow or something. 1st and 10 at the 30. If you ever want to see a good wrestling angle, that's a good one. No pickup. Ernie Ladd and Chief Jay Strongbow in the Georgia, where Ladd was feigning being knocked out by a sleeper hold, got the upper hand, and he started tearing up the headdress of Chief Jay and stuffing feathers all over the place. 2nd and 10 at the 30. Ladd knew how to get heel heat, that's for sure. Gain of 7. That is Tyler. Ruby blocking, Williams tackling. It's 3rd and 3 at the 23. That was Georgia in '78, I think, if you're looking for it on YouTube. Incomplete pass. LaMonica was looking for Comer. LaMonica now 6 of 11 for 97. Here's a field
False
goal try.
start.
Well,
Offense.
not quite just
5-yard
yet.
penalty.
Hera with the false start. So this will be from 45. Matt Stover pushed it left. No good. And San Diego will take over from their own 35. 11:02 to go. Tackle right, LaDamian Tomlinson. And Tomlinson, a pickup of 8. Darrell Ray made the tackle. And it's 2nd and 2. And I think it's time to go along with 2nd and short. We're going to go play action long fly to Allworth. Rivers lets it go. Can Allworth get to it? He can. A nice grab. 39 yards. On the tackle was Asamuga. And a 1st and 10. San Diego at the Vegas 18. Vegas won the first meeting between these two teams, so if they wind up being tied, they'll have to go to division record because Vegas and San Diego will be split head to head, so they would go to division. I do not know who has the better division record offhand. Sweep left LaDamian. But this could wind up being a multi-division tie for the last spot in the Western Conference, in which case, because all the teams involved in the tie will likely not have played each other, it would go to net points. And Seattle right now leading in that. Denver, Las Vegas, San Diego all fighting for that last playoff spot. That'll be quite a drama as the last week of the season plays out. It's 2nd and 7 at the 15. Tomlinson, a sweep left. And he gets a little closer, 3 yards. That's 10 carries for Tomlinson. He's also got 1 catch for 12. 3rd and 4. How about Kellen Winslow Sr. on the short cross? Incomplete, but a marker. We have an injury. Biggs
Pass interference. Defense. Number 22.
out of the game.
Automatic. 1st down.
Nick Lynch committed pass interference. And it looks like Eisenhower has come in for Biggs. He is from Boston College, played on the Patriots of the old AFL. 1st and goal at the 3. Now it gets interesting. The give is going to be to Gary Anderson, not the kicker as you saw there. He gained 2 yards to the 1, and we have 7:52 now left in the opening half. Rivers, a sneak. And there you go. Rivers calls his own number successfully. 13-0. San Diego. And your point after try will be good by Kading. And we are at 14-0 with 7:14 left, opening half. Kaufman, Prokop, and Jenkins back deep. It's going to be Kaufman taking it from about the 6. And he gains 19 yards to the 25. A 1st and 10 at the 25. 7 minutes now left, opening half. Tyler, no gain. Williams on the stop. So Vegas having trouble with San Diego here. San Diego came in a 2-point favorite. A 2nd and 10 at the 25. This is Comer. Gain of 4. 3rd and 6 at the 29. So if San Diego, say this score holds up, Las Vegas at 7-8 will have to depend on Denver losing to San Francisco. That went to Burris, tipped by Harris, incomplete. Vegas punting it away. Ray Guy to Fuller. I don't think Fuller got to it. He did not. Out of bounds at the 24. And San Diego starts there. Trap left LaDamian. Now, if Las Vegas were to come back and win, then they would have the head-to-head sweep in the tiebreakers over San Diego, and that is the first tiebreaker. What did the two teams do when they played each other? 2nd and 8. We're going to go Anderson on a screen, and Anderson, not the kicker again, but the runner was a beauty to behold in the open field. Anderson could not hold on to that. 3rd and 8. Out to Lance Allworth, if you please. Instead, it's a dump to Tomlinson. He gains 10, and it's a first down, and Rivers now 4 out of 9. Both quarterbacks seeming to have trouble getting settled. And Tomlinson, a trap to the right side on 1st and 10 at the 36. There he goes. Into the secondary, almost into the clear, gain of 24 yards. Asamuga made the tackle for the Chargers. 1st and 10 at the 40. And this is going to be off tackle right. Tomlinson again with a nice run. 16 yards. Antwine has tweaked his knee, and he is out for the game. So Frank Cope comes in. He's out of Santa Clara. He wears number 1. He played on the New York Giants back in the day. Quick pitch to Anderson. But a blitz coming, so we're going to make it a screen. And Anderson, a lot of open field. 10, 5, 3-yard line. Allworth hurt, jogging out for the game. Gary Anderson, a 21-yard catch. Ignore the photo because that is not the Gary Anderson I am thinking of. Ball at the 3 for a 1st and goal. Tomlinson, a dive. Can Tomlinson get in? No. The defense tightens up. Townsend on the tackle, and it's now 2nd and goal from the 4. We'll go Tomlinson, a gain. Sweep to the right. And Tomlinson could not turn the corner. No gain. 3rd and goal, 4-yard line. We'll go to the 2-minute warning. Each team has all 3 timeouts left still. And it's now a 3rd and goal at the 4. How about Gates on a short cross? Incomplete. No, it was picked off. I'm sorry. Dewerson picked it off but could not hang on. Incomplete pass. So Kading with a gimme field goal here of 21 yards. Good. 17-0 in favor of San Diego with a $1:53 to go. It's Kaufman, Prokop, and Perkins again back deep. Kaufman, see how far he runs it. To the 21, a pickup of 19 for 1st and 10 at the 21 for Vegas. Need something positive here. Monica Johnson, a 1st down. Pickup of 11, Bird making the tackle, a 1st and 10 at the 32. Tyler stopped behind the line for a yard loss. 2nd and 11 at the 31. I am not calling timeouts. I'll let Vegas call timeouts. Incomplete. 3rd and 11 at the 31 now. LaMonica.
Holding offense. Number 60. 10-yard penalty.
Could not hold on. I'm going to decline the penalty, and San Diego gets it back on the punt. Guy to Fuller, and something happens here. A fumble when Cromartie picks it up. So San Diego keeps it. 1:09 to go. They have 3 timeouts. John Jefferson is now in at one of the wideout spots. You got Tony Martin, you got John Jefferson, and you got Anthony Miller. With Allworth being hurt. We'll go to the sidelines, and Jefferson on 1st down. Caught. Gain of 7. And I'm going to burn a timeout. I'm going to try to press the issue here because I have the advantage. I had the advantage of getting the ball to start the game. Fly to Miller. 2nd and 3 at the 31. That's caught. Past the 50. A pickup of 22. Dishman on the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 47. And I'll burn another timeout here. But now San Diego's pretty much got to go out of bounds on every pass. Miller. Caught. Gain of 18. Vegas at the 29 now. 45 seconds to go. Now we're going to slant it to Jefferson. Go over the middle. Oh, a sack by Eisenhower. Wasn't very presidential either. 40 seconds left. We'll keep it moving. A no huddle. Medium pass to Jefferson at the 34 of Vegas. That's caught, and the clock continues to run, a gain of 9. 23 seconds left. Jefferson a short out. Incomplete. And on 4th and 6 with 8 seconds left in the half, Kading from 42 is not going to be good. With 4 seconds left, Vegas might want to heave one up here. 3-1 prevent. And instead it's Wendell Tyler picking up 3 yards. That'll do it for the first half. It is 17-0 in favor of San Diego, and I will be right back. See, I told you I wouldn't be long. So, Vegas 146 yards, San Diego at 255. Vegas has run 28 plays. San Diego 35, and we wrap up the week tomorrow with Denver going to San Francisco. San Diego kicking in this half, the second half, as we start the third. Kaufman should get it, but might not. You never know. Kaufman a 21-yard return from the 9 to the 30. First and 10 at the 30. LaMonica 7 of 15. Looking to better himself. That's an incomplete pass. Second and 10 at the 30. Incomplete pass looking for Colmer. A third and 10. The ball at the 30. Long throw. This is caught. Donald Driver picks up 26. He's at 3 catches, 66 yards. First and 10 at the San Diego 44. Incomplete. LaMonica to Colmer. Now a second and 10 at the 44. 13:57 to go. Tyler picking up 5. A third and 5 at the 39. Colmer, first down, and more. Gain of 15. First and 10 at the 24. A throw. Colmer weaves his way to the first down marker and passes it, a gain of 12. So Vegas has come out strong. First and 10 at the 12. Touchdown. Donald Driver. And it's 17-6. Your point after try. Good by Stover, and it is 17-7. 11:38 left, so Vegas did not take long. I will watch for the onside kick here, and it goes to the end zone for a touchback anyway. Dive, Tomlinson, first and 10. We're just going to do in the second half what we did in the first. 1-yard gain. Harvey, his return probable. He's one of the outside linebackers, so Hazeltine will replace him. He's out of California. Second and 9 at the 21. Jefferson, a medium out. Rivers will run. A gain of a yard. Bonacani on the stop. It's third and 8 at the 22 as I, again, try to suppress a cough here, folks, so stand by. It sometimes happens, especially when you had the heat on, as it got a little cool in Florida, and, again, humidity. Gates on the medium out. We will try. That's incomplete. A 4th and 8 at the 22, and Paul McGuire in the punt. So momentum seems to be shifting to Vegas. Parker, a return of 4. The punt went 45. The net 41. First and 10 at the 37 for Vegas. They got to go 63 yards for another touchdown. Fumble. Recovered by San Diego.
Offside.
Sorry, folks.
79, 5-yard penalty.
Johnson. Offsides, that nullifies the fumble and turnover. First and 5 at the 42. Colmer. 9-yard gain.
Foul. Offense. Number
But that's going to be
40,
wiped out.
penalty.
Ruby. The right tackle. Martin Ruby. You see him there. First and 20 at the 27. Screen. Burris incomplete. Second and 20 at the 27. Let's see if the Mad Bomber has a little magic here. Ertz gets them close, 13 yards. Weddle made a tackle for the Chargers. A third and 7 at the 40. LaMonica incomplete. Fourth and 7, so Vegas punts. Ray Guy. I will set up for a normal punt. I'll let it roll. Which it does. Dead at the 8. Punt went 52. We're going to go jet sweep to Antonio Gates on first down, just to do something a little different. And Gates did not gain a couple. That's it. Addison on the tackle. Tomlinson off tackle right. Blitz coming, so it's going to be a screen to Gary Anderson. It gets to him. Looked like it might have been deflected by somebody. Eisenhower tipped it. Anderson caught it. And the gain was for 16. Anderson now, 2 catches for 37. Okay, we're going to go short quick on a pass and look to Gates. And Gates has it. Close to the first down. They did get the first down. A pickup of 10. Midway through the third, 17-7 in favor of San Diego. Double tight end set, trap left. Tomlinson, which we're going to change to a screen to Gary Anderson again. And Anderson, a first down. Rivers is now 12 of 20, 190 yards. Back to Tomlinson, pitch right. And there he goes. Past the 40. Into the clear for a moment. He picks up 24. That gets him over 100 on the day. At 113. Anderson, dive play on first and 10. Loses a yard. Now second and 11. Miller, a medium out. We have 5:24 left in the third. Rivers will run. Gain of 4 yards. Third and 7. At the 27. We'll go Gates. Short hitch. Caught by Gates and a first down. A pickup of 11. Gates up to 2 catches and 21 yards. Looking for a play to call here. We're going to go outside. Tomlinson in the 3 wide set. And Tomlinson close to the goal line, tackled at the 2. He picks up 14. Asamuga having a busy day. He's at 10 tackles. First and goal at the 2. We'll try Gary Anderson here. And that's a no sale. Loss of a yard. Second and goal at the 3. A lot of plays to call, and none of them are good. We're going to pitch it to LaDamian. See if we can get that outside corner, but he cannot. Loss of 6. So he falls back down to 121 yards. Kading will try a field goal of 26. No, I'm sorry. It's third down. It's third down. What was I thinking? Okay, Miller. It's actually, the loss of yardage is actually going to help San Diego here because they can throw. Miller, medium hitch. Incomplete. Now we kick. Kading from 26. Good. And it's 20-7. So Las Vegas now needs 2 touchdowns with converted extra points to take the lead. 1:03 to go. Kaufman again back deep for Vegas. Received the kickoff at about the 5. They will rule he caught it at the 4. The return went 24 yards to the 28. First and 10 at the 28. We have 55 seconds to go. Ertz with a nice grab. Gain of 22, and Weddle makes the tackle. Under a minute. Third quarter. First and 10 at midfield. Can Vegas get back in this game? Tyler, tackled by Johnson. We go to the fourth quarter. It's 20-7 San Diego. San Diego noting that Vegas bringing in their speed guys. Charlie Garner and Carroll Dale enter the game. Dale as a fourth wideout and Garner as the setback, along with LaMonica. 250 is the total yards for Vegas on 41 plays. San Diego 50 for 340. Second and 10 at the 50. Johnson, a pickup of 7. Keyshawn. You're wondering how Keyshawn Johnson has been doing? Playing with John Gruden again. 49 catches for 678 and 7 touchdowns. A third and 3 at the 43. And that's tipped at the line by somebody. Looked like O'Neal. Incomplete. We'll watch for the fake on 4th and 3 at the 43. McGuire. I'm sorry, that's not McGuire. That's Ray Guy. Had the punter on the wrong team. Out of bounds at the 10. And San Diego will now be on the move. They lead 20-7. I'm sure they would like to get this fourth quarter over with. Sweep right, Tomlinson. He's already had a big day. And he picks up 7 more yards. Addison making the stop. Second and 3 at the 17. Play action, medium fly, Antonio Gates. Underneath to Anderson. Anderson's got the first, a gain of 4. First and 10 at the 21. Tomlinson, pitch right. There he goes. A first down, a pickup of 12. Ball now moves to the 33. Jefferson, John Jefferson, a medium out. They get the ball to Gates, but that's coming back.
5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty will make it first and 15 at the San Diego 28. Frank Cope on the tackle of LaDamian, 2-yard gain. Second and 13. They'll go back to the base formation. They'll go Gary Anderson. Of course, Nick Anderson played for the Orlando Magic. Gain of 6. Nick Anderson's also the name of one of the relievers of the Tampa Bay Rays last year. He gained 6 yards. Gary Anderson, not the Nick Andersons. Dave Dewerson on the tackle, a gain of 6. Third and 7. Gates, short hitch. Gain of 6. It's going to be short of the first down. They went to Antonio Gates. Paul McGuire in the punt. 4th and 1 at the 42. And this is a nice punt by McGuire. Went in 48. Returned 7 by Buddy Parker. So Vegas still not out of it yet. First and 10 at the 17. You got 9:36 to go. Screen. Charlie Garner. And a nice gain for Charlie, a gain of 22. It was Eric Weddle who tackled him. First and 10 at the 39. This is thrown and caught by Garner again. 9-yard gain. Seau made the tackle. Second and 1. The ball now at the 48. Charlie Gardner stopped behind the line, a loss of a yard. O'Neal made the tackle. Third and 2 at the 47. Garner loses 3 more on third down. So San Diego playing heads up D. 4th and 5 at the 44. I'll watch for the fake punt again because that's what I do. And Fuller will try to return this. Should be caught at the 15. Gained a yard. Punt went 42. Set of net was 41. 7:46 now. We are halfway through quarter number 4. Tomlinson off tackle right. And that's a gain of 3. San Diego wants to play the clock now. Anderson, pitch right. He gains 3 yards. 3rd and a 4. We're going to go Winslow. We're going to go short cross. And the double tight end set. Incomplete. And San Diego goes 3 and out. McGuire punting. 6:11 left. Returned by Parker for 10 yards. The punt went 51. 1st and 10 at the 38. As this video reaches past the 45-minute mark. 1st and 10 at the 38, as I was saying. Garner looks like he's going to get the screen, but no. Seo may have intercepted. Let's check.
The ruling on the field stands. Incomplete. A timeout will be charged.
Well, in that situation, you risk it. As Bruce Arians says with the Buccaneers, who the rumor mill has been saying the last couple of weeks he might wind up out of the Tampa Bay job. No risk it, no biscuit. 2nd and 10 at the 38. Garner will check the marker. He got the first down.
Encroachment, defense. Number 55, 5-yard penalty.
And Vegas will take the penalty off the board as Seo was caught offside, so it was a 12-yard gain to Garner anyway. 1st and 10 at midfield. Incomplete.
Holding, offense. Number 54, 10-yard penalty.
Flanagan called for the hold. 1st and 20 at the 40 now. The throw. Number 80, Donald Driver. He's at 105 on the day. A nice grab for him to the San Diego 33. 1st and 10 from there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 33. Incomplete. LaMonica now 18 of 35 for 285. So I'm sure there will be a controversy in Vegas as to who starts the last game, John Brody or Daryl LaMonica, the 49er or the Raider. 3rd and 10. Screen to Gardner right through his hands. Now, Vegas is going to try a field goal, which I would not advise. It's going to be 50 yards, and it's only going to make it 20-10 if he had made it. Stover didn't make it. No good. 4:46 to go. Gary Anderson straight ahead on a dive in the double tight end set. He gains a yard. It's all about the clock now. 4:39 left. A 20-7 game in favor of the Chargers. If they win, they will be 8-7, and they will wait to see what happens between Denver and San Francisco. Denver, if they win, would knock out Las Vegas. Trap to the right. The way things look now. Tomlinson 5 more yards, and he's at 150 on the day on his 24th carry. 3rd and 4. Ball at the 46. Anderson will go wide, and they will throw to him on the short slant. Cannot beat the coverage. Incomplete. 4th and 4 with 3:08 left. It was kind of silly to be throwing the ball there. But then again, I'm coaching this team, so sometimes I get a little attack of the silly. Punt by Paul McGuire went 41 yards. Buddy Parker returned it 2. So the net was 39. 1st and 10 at the 15. To Charlie Garner, who gains 8. And he gets into positive territory in terms of rushing yards. He was 2 for -4. Now he is 3 for 4. He's also made 3 catches for 43 yards. Could be the last chance for Vegas to win this. Batted down at the line by somebody. Incomplete, looking for Garner. 3rd and 2 at the 23. Down the sidelines goes Driver. Another 16-yard grab. LaMonica 3:01 on the day. And Driver at 121 on his 6th catch. 1st and 10 at the 39. The throw incomplete, looking for Burris. Harris providing coverage for San Diego. 2nd and 10 at the 39. That's incomplete. 3rd and 10. Ball at the 39. Desperation time now for the Ironmen. Incomplete, looking for Driver. 4th and 10. We're going to play short zone pass. 4-1 short zone pass. Garner batted Garner dropped that one, and with 2:15 left, San Diego in excellent shape. Although Vegas has 3 timeouts left, and they can extend things here. LaDamian, gain of 2, and Asamuga makes the tackle. We'll go to the 2-minute warning. 20-7 in favor of San Diego, looking like they will go 8-7 on the year. Las Vegas can maintain being alive for the playoffs if they win, and if Denver loses to San Francisco in tomorrow night's game, which I'll have for you at about 7:30 on most of these HTFL stations. 2nd and 8. A little joke there. Trap right, Tomlinson. Pickup of 3. A pickup of 5 to make it 3rd and 3. LaDamian now goes over 1,500 on the season. Vegas calls time. 1:54 left. They'll go full house, which is going to bring Paul Lowe into the game. They'll pitch it right to him. And did Lowe, what did he do? He fumbled, recovered by San Diego, and the crowd at Qualcomm Stadium just does a collective whew, gain of a yard. Vegas calls time. They have 1 left with a $1.47. Ball is at the 31. It'd be a 48-yard field goal, a 66% chance of hitting it. And we will try it. Kading from 48 is good. And it's 23-7 with 1:43 to go. Kick it to an angle. So one of the upbacks will get it, either Prokop or Perkins. And it was Prokop gaining 22 yards to the 34. 1:35 left in the game. Las Vegas needs 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions to tie. Not looking good for them. LaMonica. A deep throw. It's caught to Carroll Dale. And a gain of 28, his longest catch of the year. Carroll Dale, of course, was one of the receivers on that Green Bay team, that great Green Bay team in the 60s, coached by the legendary Vince Lombardi. 1st and 10 at the 38. This is a throw and an incompletion.
Offense, number 40, 10-yard penalty.
Ruby called for a hold. It's going to be 1st and 20 at the 48. A throw, a catch by Donald Driver. That's a 1st down. He's at 7 catches for a $1.41. He's been one of the shining lights for the Ironmen today. A 1st and 10 at the San Diego 28. To Gardner, who gets out of bounds. He gains 3. Monica now 22 of 45 for 352. 2nd and 7 at the 25. Gardner again. And he will score. A touchdown from 25 yards out. Now, if you're Vegas, why would you kick an extra point here? You need the 2 points. You need the 2 points to get it within 1 score. But all right. Your extra point good by Stover. 23-14, 45 seconds left. We'll watch for the onside kick because you know it's coming. Lincoln returns it for no gain on the onside kick return. 39 seconds left. Vegas is out of timeouts. So all Rivers has to do is take a knee, and this one will be over. 23-14 in favor of San Diego. They go 8-7. And Las Vegas 7-8. They may be eliminated this week. They may live to fight another day if San Francisco beats Denver. But you've heard me say that a whole bunch of times. San Diego, the first 17 points that they got were critical. And they got off to a 17-0 start, and Vegas never recovered. So you see the scoring summary there. Vegas 423 yards. San Diego 396. Each team was perfect in the red zone, although San Diego kicked a couple of field goals. 9 penalties. Time of possession, San Diego had more than a 10-minute advantage at 35:01. Vegas ran 64 plays. San Diego 66, and they first downed Las Vegas 22-18. Leading passer was LaMonica, actually, at 92.4. 23 of 46, 377, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Leading rusher, LaDainian Tomlinson out of TCU, 26 for 157. Driver had 7 catches and 141 yards for Las Vegas. The leading tackler was Asamuga with 11. So, going into the final week of season, Las Vegas will play Carolina and San Diego gets New York. It would not be inconceivable that you could have Denver, Seattle, Las Vegas, and San Diego all tied 8-8. But if Denver wins tomorrow's game with San Francisco, they don't clinch anything because Seattle and San Diego would still be able to catch them. And let's just show you for the record, I am planning to do Denver, San Francisco tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed the last 56 minutes or so we have spent. Again, your final today was 23. What was the final score? 23-14, San Diego over Las Vegas. I'm sorry, folks, I just blanked out there. This has been Big Paulie coming to you, wishing you well. Godspeed and God bless. Do it all again soon. Bye bye for now, everybody.